Leicester helicopter crash, there was smoke, a pop. Then helicopter engulfed in flames. The aircraft had just taken off from the pitch at the East Midlands club and made it over the stand en route to London before it crashed into a car park outside the stadium. Eyewitness accounts said the helicopter went into a tailspin before slamming into the concrete. It did not burst into flames immediately but was soon engulfed in a fireball. It is unknown if Leicester City's chairman Vikas Prabhu was on board. The emergency services were called immediately and cordoned off the area to deal with the immediate fire. Leicester say they will release a statement when more details are known. Match of the Day commentator Alistair Mann appeared on the show on Saturday night to tell host Gary Lineker what he knows. It's Mann's understanding that the helicopter came down in a plume of smoke. There was then a pop before it became engulfed in flames. Those of you who have been to Leicester over the last few years know it's fairly commonplace for half an hour after the game, it goes up and takes him to wherever he wants to go, Mann said. This was the situation again this evening. It's a common situation, but within barely seconds of it taking off and going above the stand over the top of the ground, it appears to have reached some difficulties and has come down. The impression I get is beyond the car parks that are immediately around the vicinity of the stadium but fairly nearby nonetheless. It's come down, apparently there was smoke initially, then a pop and it seems to have become engulfed in flames. Look, we don't know who is on board at this stage and we don't know for sure those who got onto the helicopter, but ordinarily it takes the family. We can't confirm if the chairman was on. We can't confirm if any of his family members were on. I'm led to believe it's normally a two-person crew. I believe that was the case this evening, but we really don't know for sure who was on board. That appears to be what happened. Because there was a game on tonight, the emergency services were in the vicinity, so there was a very quick reaction and lots of police and ambulances and so on very quickly onto the scene to control the situation. It is a very serious situation, but we really don't know the extent of it just at the moment. The Thai businessman attends all of Leicester's home games and regularly leaves the ground in his helicopter. Speaking from outside the ground tonight, Sky Sports' man Dorset said, it crashed into the car park just a couple of hundred yards outside the stadium before bursting into flames. The emergency service reacted very quickly. There were police, fire brigade and ambulances here because of the game anyway. They got to the scene very quickly and put the fire out after around 25 minutes. By that time I'd managed to walk around the stadium and had seen the flames and smoke myself. There were plumes of huge grey smoke pouring out of the wreckage outside the car park, outside the stadium. Now we need to stress we don't know who was on board that helicopter. It holds, I know for a fact, 20 people. I have seen it take off many times from King Power Stadium with various dignitaries and members of the board after a game to take them home. We don't know how many was on board this evening. The latest we have been told, and these are unconfirmed reports I must stress, is that engulfed Prabhu, the vice chairman of Leicester City, was not on board. He was not at the game, I'm told. It's clearly a tragic situation, a very tragic accident, and one that's unfolding as we speak right now. Leicester helicopter crash updates, latest as club and police issue statements.